my life.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Pink Riot Comic Show. It is your girl Keisha. Hi Havoc. How are you guys? I have my amazingly brilliant, beautiful, talented co-host, Breeze Bookish. How
What up,
are you,
y'all?
love?
I am good. It's a beautiful day. The sun came out to play a little bit today, and I'm such a sweet summer child. I was able to like go on my hot girl walk without a big ass coat on, so it's a good one.
See, that's nice. That's nice because it was cold. I saw snow again this morning. Exactly, right? We went
Oof.
from like 60s yesterday to overnight. I got like a solid inch of snow. So,
My bad.
No. I'm living vicariously through you. Every time you say it's nice weather, I'm like, yes, I will live vicariously through you and take all of that.
That's it. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to send all of the good weather vibes your way then.
Yes. I would take that. What's up? Oh, Melanin Manga's in the chat.
Hi, friends.
Hello, how are you, my love? Oh, y'all, look, thank you. You know what? I did my facial thing tonight versus in the morning. I know I should have two, but I haven't been taking care of myself lately. So today was the first day where I was like, you know what? Sure, let's do this. Let's take care of ourselves.
This
Something.
may be like a hot take or whatever, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. If you're only going to do your skincare regimen at one time, I would recommend that you do it at night before bed.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that
Just
way
sleeping on
it's
the
like,
pillow and all of that stuff. Yeah.
well, I mean, that's a whole other thing because really you should be allowing time for your products to dry into your face,
Ah,
seep in and dry before you go to bed, unless you're going to put like a sealant or mask over it. You should definitely be waiting for that stuff to dry so it doesn't just get all on your pillow. But that's another conversation. But I would rather you do it at night while that way your skin has time to recover and rejuvenate itself and whatever, and isn't exposed to the other elements. And then if you don't do nothing else in the morning, just splash your face and put on sunscreen.
those were words, and I'm so happy you said them.
I feel like I gave you like the most simple version of it too.
mm,
Okay.
mm.
Okay.
I got like maybe 3 stages. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. I heard what you said.
You sound so embarrassed for me.
No, not even that. Just like a sis, like
What?
basically you're doing great. And it's fine that you're only doing it at night if you're gonna pick a time. But in the morning you need to at least like make sure you put on sunscreen.
That's new for me too. It took me years. Like, it took me getting sunburned to realize as a Black person I can get sunburned.
Even outside of the sunburn, like all of your skincare is null and void if you're not wearing sunscreen because you're just letting those rays damage your skin.
But you get what I'm saying though, like as Black folks, we like a lot of us are just like, oh, what do you mean? What do we need this for? It
I
really
love that
took
for
me.
you, Keisha, because I'm not one of those Black people. Okay.
My bad.
I was the cousin who had to come back while everybody else is playing to get sunscreen. Otherwise, I would be burnt and peeling all on my shoulders and on my face. Yes.
Really?
Yes. All my chocolate cousins, not a care in the world. Me, I'm gonna have to come back and reapply. Otherwise, I'll be miserable.
Oh,
Yes.
you right. I forget.
Yeah.
You're right. Dad. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Sorry if that was a little aggressive. It's still a very sore subject. Okay. So just everybody needs to wear sunscreen. Okay. Regardless of your hue.
Mm-hmm. You're
Period.
right. I'm sorry. I don't know why that took me out. I'm over here crying. Oh wow.
Y'all see how she's over here like laughing at my pain? That's not okay.
So hard because I don't want that light skin joke to be something. I'm like, oh my God.
You're not beating these allegations at this point, but it's okay.
Oh my goodness. All right. Oh wait, Sheena said more. Okay. I need you to take care of you. I am trying. I go through my ups and down phases, and I'm on the upwards turn right now. So I'm trying more now, And exactly. I just be existing, just raw dogging life. Like
raw dogging is crazy work.
But that's I'm trying. Yeah.
The fact that you're doing any of the steps at any time, that's why I was just like, good for you, girl. Like, clearly your skin looks great. Like, if you had problem skin, then I might be like a little more like my girl. But clearly, if you've been skipping it and your skin still looks the way that it does, like some people are less like that.
No, this is firmly, I think it's because of how I eat these days. Is just
it's okay to eat your skincare too. Like,
eating and drinking water.
Don't need all the extra stuff. Me, however, girl, if I didn't do all of these steps, I would be crusty, crunchy, dry. It's real bad. So yeah,
I get you. Hey, oh my goodness, we have a lot to talk about today. So we're gonna make sure we get through it all. We said we're gonna talk about Janelle Monáe and news that they dropped at BlerdCon.
All right, y'all. So let's just get right on into it. The way that my FOMO is set up, I was already salty as hell. Okay. Now I'm a cheer for, I want to see all of my people win. So I was literally rooting for y'all and like kicking my feet, looking at y'all's posts and your stories and stuff like that. But I was a little sad because I would have loved to be there. And then to add insult to injury, what was that, like 3-4 episodes ago? You and I were talking about how much we ride for Janelle Monáe.
Yes,
and then here she comes popping up at BlerdCon with the
drop the whole comic.
I don't think y'all understand. Okay,
the whole comic.
So when I was at college, I went to Spelman. All right, Janelle Monáe went to Clark. So if you know anything about those schools, they're both a part of the AUC, the Atlanta University Center. So Spelman is here. Morehouse is the all dude school, which is like across the parking lot that way. And then in a triangle, like between Spelman and Morehouse, like to the other side, is Clark, Atlanta University.
You can have a time on those campuses.
Listen, well, that's a chat for another day. That's a chat for another day. You feel me? But because Janelle Monáe went to Clark, when she was first like putting her music out and whatever, she would be at like all of the AUC events. So they have like Market Friday and Hump Wednesday and all those types of things. And the different campuses would kind of just be open for other AUC people to come through and enjoy it and whatever. It's real community based, good vibes all the way around. It was usually like a party type of function. So I got to meet her back then when she was selling the first suite, the first Cindy Mayweather suite, before she got signed to Bad Boy. And they had parties at their like mansion, and the mansion was dope. So like when I tell you I'm like a ground floor fan, I'm not gonna share it here because it's kind of embarrassing, but there's pictures floating around of me this big before I figured out a good deodorant regimen, like sweat rings on deck, because I was dancing my ass off.
I know you didn't just say
season like hell with Janelle Monáe, because it was.
Don't you have like the vinyl from back like before?
I have the OG vinyl. It is signed in silver. Play with me if you want to. But the reason why this hurts that much more is because so they used to have these like random parties at their mansion, And it was dope because instead of carpet, they had like astroturf, and it was like carnival themed. So there was like a popcorn machine, a cotton candy machine. Like they really took the Wonderland Art Society thing like to the ninth. So they're having this event, whatever, and we're there. It's such a vibe. And one of the things in the main room that was there was like this big ass anime style artwork. And that's how long the concept for this graphic novel has been a thing. Like
That's
she
dope.
was talking about it back then, and we seen the OG artwork, and I was like, oh, that would be cool. This is well before I was even thinking about comics, but the idea of it just seemed so dope because I was obsessed with the music. So for this to get revealed, my FOMO like was actually kicking me in the back of my brain. I was
Yeah.
so sad, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm happy for y'all, but I'm so sad because to my understanding, she came out. First of all, the latex fit went
Well, is it she or
crazy.
they? I want to make sure we using the right.
They, my
Okay,
apologies.
okay.
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 This, that, yeah. They came out in a crazy latex fit, all the way fitted, shiny with the specs, all of the vibes. And they're in full Cindy Mayweather, like robot voice mode, all of that, and tells everybody to look under their seat. I've seen the videos of this. Everybody comes up and they gifted them the first chapter of the Arch Android graphic novel.
Yeah. I wish we were there.
Listen, the
I wish
way
we were
that
there.
I was hopping in DMs to anyone who I thought was there, like, yo, if they're for sale, please get 3 and I will Venmo you. And the response was like, oh, it wasn't a for sale thing. They gave them away, la, la, la. And I was just like, no. Come to find out, there were only 1,200 of those printed. Now, I know it wasn't 1,200 people in that room at BlerdCon, so I
So
will
there's
still
some
be on the print.
extras.
Yeah.
There's some extras.
There's
Okay.
something somewhere. So
We gonna get something.
listen. I'm leaving here with
get
something. Else.
Right?
So I'm like been on the hunt for that. But yeah, it's just the craziness of seeing that. My feelings were so hurt. But I'm also so incredibly excited because I know it's about to go absolutely insane. And then amidst my super sleuthing, I've seen that they had the people who got the first chapter got like a little QR code. So I'm like doing all the super sleuthing, like taking a picture of it with this and that. So
I
that
need y'all to understand just the links she went to and then texted me what she did. I'm not gonna say it on here because we're not trying to. But when I say due diligence was taken, this woman did some thorough ass research.
Listen, I was going crazy, and then come to find out, I didn't even have to do all of that because it's under Wonderland Art Society, and they have Wonderland stories, and they had the QR code on their socials, so I didn't even have to do all of that. But either way, your girl was gonna get there because I was like, no. The way that my FOMO is set up, I need something to tamp this down. So the site was cool. You guys seen, I posted the like little scroll through of the stuff that you could see on it for on the Pink Riot page because I was like, yeah, if anyone else is feeling like I do, hopefully this will help them feel better. But the art looks nuts. And I love that it looks like there's eras of the art. So you can tell just by looking at it because like Janelle Monáe's hair hasn't been like that from some of that concept art for a while. So that lets me know they've just been building on everything.
I think it's dope that, I'm sorry, they've taken like this concept that they have been working on for so long and knowing that the name is like always synonymous with Afrofuturism and all of that, just putting a name into everything in terms of art and Afrofuturism. Like we got it in the book with the memory library, right? Like the memory librarian. We
to this day is still one of my favorite
art. I still have to read it. I have it.
My God.
Still gotta read it.
Keisha, I know that you will absolutely love it. There was not a single. Now, sometimes, okay, and this is T. You know how sometimes you get an anthology and it's like, oh, I like some more than others, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. But that's the point of
every
anthologies.
But the reason why this to this day, because that's like been
Mhm.
some years since that came out. The reason
Yeah.
why to this day it's still my favorite anthology, and that's saying something because I like it more than I like How Long Till Black Future Month.
Oh,
And y'all know I'm an NK Jemisin stan.
that's
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm saying that on Beyonce's internet, so you know I'm standing 10 toes on it. But every single story in the Memory Librarian hit.
I mean, it was also edited by like Sheree Renee Thomas, right? And I trust her
But
with
so like
everything.
the individual stories were like Janelle
Mhm.
Monáe writing with another author.
Yeah.
So like you have like Evel Ewing. Was it Evel Ewing?
Then I expect nothing but bangers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was
but
like
like
it was a few different authors.
yeah.
And every single story hit and had me thinking of that. To me, that is peak sci-fi if I'm still thinking about it years later. Like the concept of
Yeah.
it, like some of them was like, wow. I to this day, so I won't give spoilers, but one of the stories in that anthology, the concept was like this couple was going through whatever, but they found out that if they go into this closet in their room, that they could like freeze time. So basically, like everything outside of the room is paused so that I
Mhm.
can take a nap or do some work or whatever. And just the idea of having access to use your time for whatever you need it for without worrying about the consequences of it and the way
Mhm.
that they chose to use it in the story, like it was very succinct. It wasn't like a long drawn out thing, but it really made you think about like how much how people are like, "Oh, you have the same 24 hours in a day that Beyonce has." If you have other things speeding up at that time,
Right.
it's not the same 24 hours.
Not
There's no way. But anyways, I digress. Memory Librarian, fire.
yeah. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, it was edited by Sheree Renee Thomas, but also Danny Laura, Eve Ewing, Alea Dawn Johnson. Like
Yeah,
these are some great names in
yeah,
Black speculative fiction. So like
yeah.
I know I've been saying it for years. I gotta read it, but I think like I'm in my time because I'm in a reading slump right now. The only
Oh,
thing I can pick up right now are comics. So I
that's
think going back to short stories would be good.
yeah. Even if
And
you just
this
grab like one a day, yeah, they're so good.
yeah.
They're so
Yeah.
good.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I was thinking about
But
that
yeah,
earlier. I I reorganized
I
everything.
see
Oh
you.
my goodness.
I'm
I
like,
reorganized.
okay.
I
Hold on,
put
take a second and pop your shit one time because I know you were like, I'm not dealing with this room right now. So the fact that you really just did your big one, that's insane.
Yo, I woke up at like 5 this morning and I was like, "Ah, I need to organize this room." Because for y'all that don't know, for like the last month and a half, I've only been in this room, like in the Blerd library room, on Thursdays, like 15-20 minutes before I go on the live. So I have not been on here. So like this morning at 5, I was like, you know what? Let's clean up, clean out everything. We're coming out of this depression. Let's turn
Period.
this from a storage room into like an actual space I can work in. So cleaned up everything. I put everything in my CLZ comics app. Realized I had a bunch of holes in a lot of my comic collection,
Mhm.
which made me feel
Wait,
some kind
hold
of
on.
way.
All the pause because you said that real quick. And if people don't know, they don't know. So
Okay.
Keisha and I both use this app called CLZ Comics. They have one for like
Yes.
regular books and stuff too. The app is free.
Yes. So,
It allows you to scan the barcodes on your comics so that way you can like have a
right.
database of all of your books and then
So
you
I
can
don't know if
like
you guys can see.
yeah, that's a great shot. So you can like search by character, by title, by creator, by artist. You can mark each group of things that you scan as like whatever box or whatever shelf so that way you know where it is later. You can
Yep.
like search by anything you can think of to search, you can find it. And then it does this cool thing where if you scan all of your things for that run, it will show you how many items you have in that run. And if you're
Yeah.
missing anything, you can search by like filling gaps and it will show you all of the variants and stuff that you're missing. So it's like my best friend for that. And it makes this adorable sound when you're scanning it. So it's like super gratifying as you go. But it can feel like a daunting task if you get
It
behind.
is.
So the fact that Keisha literally just said she scanned all of that
I
stuff is
scanned all of
crazy.
myself. Well, like so, like my issues when it comes to my collection, my issues are a lot smaller in collection than
Mhm,
my trade paperbacks and hardcovers.
mhm.
So this wasn't a whole lot. I only had um 5 short boxes to go through, which
That's
isn't
still like
bad.
500 things.
Yeah, but I did that in like an hour or so. I was just it was easy because I was in first I did about a barcode, and then when I didn't feel like pulling everything out of the plastic, I just like took a picture of the cover and then you scan by the cover, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
This is fun."
I'm
Learn
I'm liking this.
Yes. But like, yeah, I realized I had a lot of holes in my comic book collection. I was like, "Oh, I thought I collected everything. This is about to be a bitch." Damn.
I'm happy for you, but I'm also like feel a little bad that I kind of created this monster because y'all, we have our like weekly Pink Riot check-in for all of our little stuff that we're doing. And I was like obsessing because y'all know I'm collecting all of Storm and I'm on my
Mhm.
journey to like collect my key favorite characters full runs from like before I
Mhm.
started collecting. And I was telling Keisha like, man, I scanned all my Moon Girls and I got like 30 holes. And some of those holes are like so expensive. I don't know that they're gonna get.
Yo, Moon Girl is one of my favorites, and I have nothing like from the reader, the first run that happened in 2015. I maybe have like 4 of those. I have a second printing number 1. I have a
Mhm.
4, 8, 12, and that's it.
That's fair.
um, yeah, I have not gotten anything else. I don't even know if I can try to collect that because it is so expensive.
Yeah.
But what I did realize is that I have a lot of keys in my collection, like a lot of them.
Oh, that's
It is
another thing that CLZ does. It literally
Yeah.
has a little key symbol on it if it's a
Mhm.
key issue.
I have a couple major keys and like a couple hundred minor keys. I was like, "Oh, ooh, okay. This is
She's an intentional girly. She collects for certain things for a reason. And there's
yeah."
I love that that's your style. I'm not on that level
I
just
didn't
yet.
do that intentionally. I didn't do that intentionally. It just kind of worked out that way cuz I collect a lot of number 1s. Like I have
Yeah.
a lot of number 1s. So
Yeah.
that's why that happened. But like something you can also do with the app is that it kind of gives you an estimate of how much your collection is.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, "Oh, I'm sitting on quite a bit of money here." So I kind
Period.
of like talked to Malik and I was like, "Dude, if anything happens to me, sell the collection. Sell it
Sell
all.
it. Oh
Sell it.
no.
Sell it. They're not going to read it. This is for me."
Just, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, this is inheritance. That's why I don't feel bad when I buy my books now. Like,
Period.
yeah, this is your
I'm gonna start
inheritance.
saying that.
Yes,
I
because I
didn't
know
even I have not even looked at my collection for that sake because I have no intention to sell it, but that's a good point, like, you know.
you're sitting on way more than me. I'm gonna need you to go to.
I have no intention to sell any of it.
Oh no, I'm not saying you sell it now, but like knowing the amount, I think
Oh
is.
yeah. Once I get everything scanned, because like even with me scanning as I go and like
Mhm,
trying to get a box here and there from like the back history stuff, I
mhm.
still only have like half my collection scanned in terms of single issues. I
Right,
told
you
you
got variants.
yeah, yeah. And when we first started doing this, I counted and I had like 16 short boxes on top of my actual shelves, and I've just been adding to that. So like I've been trying to keep up and like scan the new stuff as I go, but like I
We need
haven't.
to get to a place where you have a she shed and it's just a library and it's just like visible shelves,
Listen, I already told
drawers
you what I
with the
envision.
pull out drawers.
I'm remaining Lulu about this. Remember, I was telling you I went down that rabbit hole and found different people's like way that they've
Mm-hmm.
made there. I already know. I'm like, I want it to be ceiling high comic book drawers. That way I can organize everything by character and year and
Whimsical as
whatever.
fuck with a ladder just going up.
A pink and sparkly ladder. Play with me if you want to. I'm so serious. Ooh, I'm so serious. I even
That would be
already
dope.
found they have this like spray paint because I remember I told you I want those to be like metal. So that way we don't have to worry about anything getting damaged. But I found this spray paint and it's like hot pink, but it has glitter in it. So that would be hella cute for like the frame of it
Glitter? Oh my
to be
god.
pink and sparkly, like in between the drawers. Y'all.
Oh my goodness. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, Flores, Majel. Sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Hey, how you doing over on Instagram? Sorry, they just told me that Instagram is messing with the volume for the live.
Oh
So I
no.
apologize if it's still messing up. Let me know if it's still messing up now.
Does it sound like it's both of us or just one of us? Because I didn't turn on my mic today.
No, it's they're just saying Instagram in general. So I don't
Oh, I
think
see.
I think it's more the app than us. We got
Oh.
it together over here. Like
I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not
yeah,
the drama.
yeah, yeah. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah, that would be great to be able to actually like see all of my comics out because right now it's like, let's make sure you're safe and out of the way so I could actually like function in this chaotic space. But yeah, that would be
oh
insane.
yeah. Yeah. Like I made a lot of space. I got rid of a lot of comics. I got rid of a lot of books. I
Really?
have like I have like a shelf and a half of books and comics that I'm getting rid of. My comics is mostly duplicates. So
Okay.
like yeah. Yeah.
I was like,
My
girl, what?
I know. There's only one comic that I'm getting rid of that I can't stand to look at, and that's I've already talked about how much I hate the comic. Like, let me know in the comments if y'all ever remember just the rants I've gone on about that comic. But that's the only comic that I'm explicitly getting rid of because I can't stand to look at it.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
infuriating.
I feel like you need
But-
to repeat yourself because I don't remember.
Oh, Rain. Oh my
Oh,
goodness. The one
girl,
by
I knew you
yeah.
hated it, but I didn't realize it was that deep. Okay, girl.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. It's frustrating. Like I hate the comic with a passion. It's a graphic novel based on a short story. Both the short story and the comic is trash. I just can't. I can't.
Oh my
See?
god, she knew. She knew.
Yeah, you knew, Sheena. I can't stand that comic. With a passion. I didn't know how much my hatred for that comic ran until like I did an article for it on my website. And then still like 2-3 weeks later, I was like, oh, I really hate this thing.
Oh my god, that's nuts.
And I
And what's
have
crazy
the
is,
first
y'all,
comic.
I got that book off of because the art on the cover art was gorgeous, and it looked
Mhm.
like there was a black MC. So I was like, okay, I collected it. And then Keisha
Yeah.
told me that, and I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
I
So like
wasted my money.
like if you guys are hearing this for the first time, Rain, like I said, is a comic based on a short story written by I think Joe Hill. And basically it's about this lesbian couple. They're about to move in, and the day the black woman comes with her mom to move into the house, this like environmental dystopian event happens where crystallized rain shards are falling. Everybody that's outside gets caught in the rain and dies. And then like that happens in like the first half of the first issue. So that beautiful black woman that's on the cover is dead. And then you're dealing with the main character, Honeysuckle, who now spends the entirety of the comic saying how much she misses and loves this woman that we do not know. Like, just we have no idea who this woman is. We only get like the tiniest glimpse of who this Black woman is. And then she uses not only the girlfriend but her parents as motivational devices for the rest of the book. Hate it with a passion. And I feel like I'm not hating it hard enough. I could be like Kendrick. I need Kendrick level hate to like arise.
She's holding that inspiration forever, y'all.
Like, bitch, you need to be thinking bigger. Just, I need to do something.
It's a Super Bowl level hate. We love it.
Yes. Say Drake. Like, I want that moment. I want that moment with my hate for this comic. So,
and I support you in these shenanigans. Get it out, sis.
Hold on, what did Sheena write?
Let's do it, Keisha. Me with good night pun and you with rain. Oh gosh.
Yes. Let's like focus our hatred into something magnificent.
Dedicated hatred.
Yes. Hatred is a beautiful motivating factor. If we learn nothing else from 2024, across the board, hatred is a beautiful motivating factor.
Period. I'm like, that's not my energy, but I love that for you, Keisha. But yeah. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay, so you cleared up space on your shelves, which is always good because then it's like, I guess I could get more books, you know?
Yeah, I ain't even gonna hold you. That happened like immediately afterwards.
Immediately after. I love that for you.
Immediately. I was like, oh, okay, well, now, I got holes in my collection to fill. Let's see how much a full collection of this costs on eBay.
Let's just see. Listen, ever since you said that about me getting my Moon Girl set, I've been on the hunt and for like another full set. And it's
full sets is expensive.
They are.
Ajira.
I have my notifications on so I can alert you if anything switches up. Because some of them have been up there like for a minute and they just keep putting them up. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Like I held out for the set that I got so that it was significantly less. We'll just be patient. Yeah.
But what I did, okay, we'll talk about it when we talk polls because I don't have them with me, but I did find some things to cover some holes and intentional duplicates.
Period.
Yeah.
Oh, intentional duplicates. I did that too because we have our giveaway coming up and I wanted to like sweeten the pot.
Oh, I'm not putting these in the giveaway, but yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
All right. Oh, okay. Ajira says they've been loving the clips on socials. Yay! Thank you. So shout out to Bree. One of the ways we said we're gonna be thinking big. We're gonna be delusional this year. So Bree got us a social media management tool so that all we have to do is put everything in and literally not have to think about it. And that's been so easy for us the last few weeks where like the Friday after a show, all I do is cut everything up. I put it in here. I can't even tell you what the caption is and nothing like that. I just be dropping shit and like that's it. Yes. Right? Like, but it's been great
for being the one to chop all of that stuff up because it takes a hot little second to get all of that done. And she's
I do that at work.
With it.
It's been
Okay, well, either way, we had a little chat about comedic clips, and she's been doing it. Yes, Delulu is
Yeah.
the Salulu. We're gonna stay Delulu
Right.
until it comes true Lulu.
True. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just said
Mm-hmm.
that.
I heard you. we gonna do it until we end up at BlerdCon next year.
Period. Duh. With a
Yes.
panel or 3.
Right? Oh man. Cause we were
Yeah,
also just talking about that. Like we were like this year, the one con we're trying to go to is New York Comic Con. Like that's the one con that we would love to go to. And the panel applications aren't due until like a few months from now, I think the summer. So like hopefully, prayerfully there's like a multitude of ways we can get into New York Comic Con.
yeah.
So we're hoping. Oh snap! Look who's in the house. LT. Yo,
You were at
I'm so
BlerdCon?
excited for you.
Love
LT
that. Did you
said
get
went to
to
my first block.
see the Cindy
Wait, were
Mayweather
you in the panel?
shenanigans?
Were you at the panel with Janelle Monáe? And he said, we got to get y'all out there. Yes.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts.
That is the goal. This year, we couldn't, but it's all right because, if you want to get us there, you can always, click on that link to our Patreon, you know?
I know we have no chill, y'all, but we mean it, and we're gonna
Right?
do it every time. Every time.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. Which comic?
Ooh, yeah, tell us about the comic.
Right? Let us
Come on,
know. We would love
putting
to
in
talk
work
about
at
it.
BlerdCon. Like, this
Right?
isn't all a game. This isn't all fun and games. I was
Right?
working. We love it.
But no, that would be exciting for us to go to BlerdCon. Like,
Yeah.
hopefully we can. That's the goal for next year.
Yes.
Getting into BlerdCon, walking
Being at
around, having a
Alt-Con.
blast.
Y'all gonna be
Right?
like, dang, weren't y'all just at a con? And we're
Oh, that's right up my out.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, you see the Blerd librarian activate.
Okay, good. Okay, when we talk about polls this week, so you sent that to us. Remember, that's the one I showed you during our meeting?
Oh,
With
okay.
the
Y'all.
cards? Yes.
The way that
Yes,
Keisha's
yes.
whole life lit up, because first of all, shout out to Keisha because she was like, yeah, we got some mail. We got some Pink Riot mail. And I was like, what? Say word? And so she pulled it out and showed it to me, and I was like, wow. I was like, oh, somebody hit that nail right on the head, because that is so perfectly on brand for you specifically.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I finally went to my mailbox and got everything. I got like a whole bunch of packages. So this is the one for Pink Riot. So we're gonna talk about it when we talk polls.
Yee. Love to see it. So yeah, once we get a chance to recoup, we'll be talking about that, because we want to make sure that we scream about, the books that people send us as like a thank you.
Yes.
So, yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You got
See, that's what BlerdCon is about.
dope.
Like actually
Yes.
supporting
Just like the community.
supporting the books, people who are doing the work where like the big publishers aren't doing it. They're like, if you're not going to tell our stories, we're going to tell our stories. So yeah, definitely got to support the people doing that work for sure.
Yeah. Man, I'm so excited to go. Like I'm
Yes.
expecting it to be like the Black Comic Book Festival, but like on 20.
Yeah.
We gonna make it next year. We gonna make it.
Yeah. We're going to be swag surfing with the rest of y'all next year. It's going to be great.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Full cosplay, because I'm like, if we're going to go, we're going to go. You feel me? Like,
yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do. No, we said we would do Raven and Starfire.
Starfire. And we were going to be Powerpuff Girl villains.
Yes.
Yes. And Melanin and Manga said they would link with us so we could be the Sailor Scouts. All of the vibes.
You ready for that, Sheena Ninja? That would be dope.
Yes. I love it. And we have to do
speaking of Ninja, like not to like
speaking of Ninja.
Ninja's issue came. We're gonna talk about it in the polls, but Ninja's cover came out.
Yeah.
It's Green Lantern Corps variant for number 2.
Yes.
I had to buy mine online because my comic book shop
get more than one. But my comic shop is very fair, and they have a rule that you can't get more than one of a new issue, like special variant on release week, which is fair. So, but
yeah. And Sheena, you can go ahead and tell Ninja that, I just need an address so I can send her my book when I get it and, just sign it.
Yeah.
And then send it back. That would be great.
Yeah.
Because she's a celebrity now.
Period. And that's just the first cover. I made sure I pre-ordered the other one too.
Right. Oh, no. LT. Yeah, David Crownson who draws. Yes. Yo, he's so dope. I met him a few years ago. He is so great to talk to.
Nice.
And one of the illustrators for Tuskegee Airs. Marcus or Greg? I know Greg usually writes. And Marcus draws it. But, like, they're both great. Oh, okay. Oh, Cutie with a Cane is over on Instagram. Hey, love. How are you? Can you hear us? Because in the chats on Instagram, someone said that the audio was messed up. So let me know if it's like still messed up over there. That bro, yeah, like I always mess up his name. Sverdy, like, did a great job with that, and it looks like Ninja.
Yes.
Thank you, Cutie with a Cane. Dope. Can't remember, probably Marcus. I actually have the first 3 issues of Tuskegee Airs signed by Marcus and Greg.
Period.
I got that at New York Comic Con like 2019.
I'm absolutely obsessed with his art style, and he did this series of Storm like artwork and did prints of it, and the backgrounds are different colors, and I'm like, this place that I'm manifesting where I have like a whole area for my comic stuff, I want to do like a whole wall of Storm art, and his art has to be a part of it because I love his stuff on Storm. He did a version of Storm where she's wearing like a X-Men bonnet, like she's about to go to bed, and I was like, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, give me 10 immediately.
I like his gender swap October drawings that he puts out. Like,
art is so good.
Yeah,
he did one with
so good.
Like X-Men characters and Disney princesses too. And I just, every time he does like a theme series, it eats down like every single one. So, yeah.
Every time. Yeah. He's great. All right. Well, do we have any more news that we were going to be talking about? I feel like we jumped from. I love it though. Like, we're doing it. Like, it's mad natural. I'm like, did we get everything?
Oh, another piece of news that came out from Seattle, from what is it? Emerald City Comic-Con in Seattle. So if you guys have been following our Pink Riot comic show journey, you know we were obsessed with the Horizon Experiment
yes
book. And we were sharing about each of the issues. So basically the creator of it was like, I'm gonna pick these like iconic writers, okay, from all different fields, like TV, comics, regular novels, all types of stuff. And I want you to pick like a big epic like cinematic theme and write a
Mhm.
story within that theme where the story would not be the same if you changed the like cultural background of the main character. So you
Mm.
have different stories. So one of them was like an Asian James
The
Bond.
Manchurian. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, another
That one.
one was like a Muslim necromancer, and then you have like black horror options, black werewolf, Indiana Jones, like yeah,
It was like a
Indiana
gender
Jones.
bent
Yeah,
Indiana Jones. Yeah, yeah.
but it was also like um Latin American. So it's
Mhm.
like all different backgrounds, stories and tropes where you can tell what it was like geared after, but
Mhm.
again, their job was to make it so that if you change the background of the main character, the whole story would have to change. And so we followed all of those individual stories. We were promoting them, we were reading them, we were loving them. And
Yeah.
our initial understanding of it, the way that it was described, was like, okay, if these do well, then we'll get to see more from these stories. Come to find out,
Come
it's
to find
come
out, I'm
to
sorry.
find out with the trade of all of the issue ones collected together will drop in April. When
Mhm.
that happens, you'll be able to vote with a code for which of the stories you want to move forward. So whereas before we thought, okay, as long as we show up for these books, they'll all get a spot. It's sounding more
Mhm.
like you only get to vote for the one favorite. And when I tell you, it's like I'm glad that they're doing this type of thing so different people get a shot, but I was blown by that cuz it's like
I think
I
it
don't
would
know,
have been cool,
honestly. Yeah, it would have been cool
like,
to
if they
like
ranked it or,
and
like
see ranking is tough too because from us reading it, like we were initially excited about different stories based on
mhm.
who was writing them, like who was the person behind it. And then some of them was like, oh, this concept sounds cool. And then after reading them, like I feel like my ranking definitely switched around. So I it kind of makes sense that they
Mm.
wouldn't do it based off of how many sold. Cause when I tell you I bought every variant of the werewolf story because it was by Tananarive Dew, it's like
Mhm.
that might have reflected differently if they voted on it based on how many issues were sold or whatever. But
Yeah.
with that still being said, it's like the I to this day, like we talked about it when we had our meeting, and to this day I'm still kind of like I don't know that I could just pick one, you know?
Yeah. Hopefully, they give them all a chance in some way. I do like the fact that they're waiting until the trade paperback, though,
Yeah.
because at least, like you said, they're not necessarily going off of individual sales for that
Yeah.
because a name could have carried, more than what the story was. I like that. Or much like us, we got into the series a few issues late.
Yeah,
So
we got
like
in
at
at
least
the
now,
second issue. So,
right. So at least like you get the chance to see all of them and then
yeah.
make a decision like that. But mm, I don't know. I think mines would stay the same, even though I enjoyed every one that I read.
Mhm.
I think they all would feel like limited runs no matter what.
Mm.
Like they all feel like there is a finite end to every story. Like it wouldn't be able to go, 12, 30
I don't
issues.
know. I don't
Except
know.
for Vida Yala's one. I feel like that one you can take into multiple ones.
Listen,
Really?
okay, so here's where I have to disagree with you, Hot Havoc, because
Okay.
all of them to me have potential to be like continued series like serial because of the way that the world building was set up. There's a lot of different directions you could go in. Like, for instance, the Tananarive Dew story, it felt like she was
You
rushed and
can
kind of completed it.
Yeah, yeah,
But we
yeah.
got so many tidbits about like the different types of lycanthropes and where they're from and how that's different. So like she could literally go on like a diasporic tour and show us different types of lycanthropes and what their lore is and how it relates to other stories and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them had
Yeah.
some element that could make for a really dope series moving forward. And we're talking about this with Image. So it's like they don't
Yeah,
shy
Image is
away.
gonna give it. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah. You got a good story and it makes sense for it to keep going. Like,
I don't know. I feel like the only one where I could see immediately, like without having to reach too hard for it, the only one I saw was Vita. Like, and I'm not even saying that's the one I pick, because to be honest, I think out of all of them, even though I had issues with it being overwhelming, I choose motherfucking monsters. Like,
and see, that
even
one,
though,
like, the root of that story was around like secret society within a
hmm
school. They could literally go across the country hunting, you know, that type of thing.
yeah,
So like,
but
I
it wasn't set up that way in the beginning. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that it
if they
can't. I'm
had
just
set
saying
it
there
up
was,
to go
yeah,
everywhere like that in the beginning, we wouldn't have cared as much about those characters and it would have felt like loose. You know what I'm saying? So, where
yeah,
they didn't set it up to be serial so that this particular story felt gratifying, I could see that ragtag group of friends slash family like
hmm
having to go like road trip style to like a quest. You know what I'm saying? Because it would just and there would be so many like hilarious hijinks along the way because
yeah,
they're
yeah.
just such a
They
weird
had a
group.
good time. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
would
So
have been
like I
fun.
don't know. I could see all of them going that much further. You know what I'm saying? Cuz like you
Well,
said with Vita's story, theirs was set up where it was clear where we're going. Like it's
yeah,
like we're going to go get all these artifacts back and just like with the werewolf story, it could literally be any number of
traveling the
diasporic
world.
cultural backgrounds, artifacts, because there's no shortage of that. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I guess that's just me being really optimistic, but I could see all of those stories moving forward and continuing in a dope
Oh
way, and if
yeah.
they have the space to do it, that's my main thing too. Like, it, that's the hard
W-
that's the hard part about it.
The one thing I am frustrated about is the fact that they are all good stories. Like, please don't get me wrong. Like,
Mhm.
just because I'm saying this doesn't mean that I don't think any of them deserve a chance. I
Yeah,
think that they're all great stories, but it's the fact that they're all like these 5 BIPOC writers and artists
yeah.
are vying for one spot. Feels a little
It feels
feels a
janky.
little
Yeah.
yeah. Like, there should definitely be like a Oprah moment where it's like, look under your chairs, you all get a
You get a
run. Like,
continuance, and you get a
right.
continuance. Yeah.
Like, they shouldn't be. I get why they're doing it, but like also just give them all the run.
Yeah. I wouldn't
Do
be
it.
mad if they did the old bait and switch, like, "Ha, we just made it this gimmicky thing so people would pay attention to all of these stories," but they are all getting that would be really
That
cool.
would be great, to be
That
honest.
would
I
even
wouldn't
be
even
cool if they did continue to do them as an experiment and then, like, the
a new
next
set of
trade, all of the issue
yeah.
2s, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would eat that up.
Oh, I thought you meant like getting a new set of writers as well and, just putting out more, just using the Horizon
Oh,
experiment
for
as a
sure.
way to just like push diversity through Image because, like, let's be honest, as much as I love Image.
That's fair. I mean, they do better than some. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
they
think
do.
that would be so dope if they continued it and at least let everybody do like a 5 to 8 issues and then
Mhm.
made a Horizon Experiment omnibus and just put them
That
all
would be
together.
dope.
That would be
Once
fire.
again, everybody just needs a shot.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just all need a shot, like, period. So hopefully you guys are getting the trade because we definitely are.
Yeah.
And you guys can vote after you've read all of them.
Yeah.
And hopefully they give them all a chance in some way, shape, or form. They all get a chance. Because
Yeah.
isn't Image doing online type database similar to like
Yeah, it's not
Marvel?
their database. It's like it's called Suite, but
Right, right, right.
they're kickstarting it and putting the majority of their titles on there. So like, yeah, that I think the
It
beta
would
for
be
that.
dope if they did something similar
Yeah.
to what Marvel and DC have and put out web comics. Like that would be, and then you could just like post
I'm
that
gonna
there.
have to disagree with you on that because I absolutely hate the
Right.
fact that there are some really dope specifically Stephanie Williams came through with some really dope
Mhm.
stories that were like Marvel Unlimited exclusives, and I want them in my collection and there's no way to get them.
They're
Another
gonna be printing them like Marvel Academy, right? That's been on Marvel Unlimited for a while, but they're gonna be printing that in June.
But then you have others like was it Vita that did the limited, it was like 2 Ironheart issues, never got printed.
Sorry, balloons just came
I
up.
know, how annoying, like doing all the things. But yeah. But yeah, that
Yeah,
type of thing
that's a
pisses me
risk you
off.
take with,
Like,
yeah.
I
Like
get
the
it if
fact
it's
that we
there
waited a really
exclusively
long
for
time.
a bit, but for
Mhm.
collectors, Imma need you to print that.
Yeah. Like when
You
they
know?
finally printed Vixen. Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I get that.
ah,
Oh, hold on. We have a few things. So Cutie with a K said, "What is that from?" Come to find out,
everybody, hey,
because
hey, 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 hey,
right?
hey.
Isn't that from? I don't even remember, but it's online.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know
remember.
either.
And then said, "Oh, that's what I would support. The bait and switch. Everybody gets a run."
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
cause why? Cause it feels a little. It feels some kind of way that they're all fighting for this one spot.
Yeah.
Like, and then can someone send me a link and instant message to this that y'all are talking about? What specifically? You talking about
Oh, the Horizon Experiment trade
got you.
paperback?
Yeah.
It's coming in April, so you can definitely get your pre-orders in, or if you're a collector and you want to grab the single issues, that's cool too.
Yeah. I'm excited about it. I really hope it does well, cuz hopefully it'll show, much like in any aspect of publishing, that black and brown voices are important and they're needed and we tell amazing stories.
Facts.
So hopefully this works, you know. Hopefully we see more than one run. Cuz
Yeah.
no matter what I said, like it, we shouldn't have to vote on just one. They should just
Yeah.
all get it.
Agree. Agree.
All right. Okay. Cutie with a K said yes. So we'll send it to you. We'll send the link for the Horizon experiment. Cuz all the comics were great
Yeah.
under it.
Yeah.
They were all really good.
In very different ways.
Yeah. They were very different, which
Yeah.
I loved so much.
Same.
All right.
It's about to be
What
6. We
time?
got to get to these pools.
I know. Oh my goodness. Let's get to the pool list.
Bah, 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 bah. Pull
All
up, pull
right.
up, pull up, pull up.
Mine's very small because
Okay.
I went to my side bitch this week. And
Mm.
yes. And let me tell you, oh my goodness. Oh, you don't have to put me just me, but like my side bitch is she took care of me. I'm not gonna put it on here because I've already like taped them down and put them in here, but I got duplicates of 7 through 12 with variants for Far Sector. Like just
Was
they
that
just had them in there.
what?
Yeah, they just had them and I got them like for like $2.99
That's
a
the type
issue.
of thing you call me for. Okay.
I
Because
took
what?
everything they had. I took everything they
Okay.
had. Yeah.
Because
So like my Far Sector is not complete. My Far Sector collection is not complete. But I
okay,
have
you missing.
multiples and triplicates of some issues.
Mm.
Like I don't know if I ever told you when I made your short box, I actually cut up one of my duplicates. And it's taken me this long to replace it.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. We're so good. Do not feel bad.
Okay.
Do not feel bad. I
I mean, you know, I
but
cherish my box, so
yeah,
I
I
didn't
wouldn't
feel
have
bad
cut it
about
up
that.
if I
I just
didn't.
didn't want you to have like holes in your collection, but you said duplicates. Okay. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
girl,
I don't cut. If I only have one, nobody's getting it.
there you
So
go. Okay. I'm like, oh my gosh, because I would have surely like moving forward, I'm gonna need you to get the $10 joint, the little minis, and cut that up before you cut any more Far Sector single
yeah,
issues for
no,
anything.
no. But this was before the compact was out. But like, yeah, I just like anytime I see Far Sector out in the wild, I buy the issues because like
Mhm.
it's really hard to find,
It's
and it's
crazy.
yeah, and it's really interesting seeing that it's not considered like a key, like only like the first issue is a key,
Yeah.
and just the rest of the it's like I don't think that app, like that's one thing about CLZ. I don't think it truly understands like in certain spaces, certain comics cost more and
Yeah.
they are far more important.
Yeah. That's
So
fair.
yeah, I buy duplicates and triplicates of a lot of black comics. So I was happy to find that out in the wild at
You
my side bitch. Also, so they also had like they have an entire wall of specialty variants.
Mhm.
And I saw some that were on like solid white covers and I was like, I've never seen this artwork before. They
Mhm.
had like 10 or 15 of them. I can't even give you every run that was there, but they were all drawn by an artist on the covers. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
so this is what the white covers are for,
yeah.
like the
The
variants that are
sketch
solid
variants.
white.
Yeah.
Yo, these drawn ones were like $600 and $700 a piece.
Yeah.
Insane.
Depending on who did the sketching, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I felt broke.
Just
I
call me
felt
broke.
like someone right, yeah. I got called the Hardy R, like like how dare
No,
you
not
walk
the
into
Hardy
the
R.
store.
Oh
Like
my
it
gosh.
I really felt like I shouldn't have walked into that store. Like they chuckled when I spent my little $50. Like,
I
bitch,
feel you on
that's
that. I
sweet.
feel you. Yeah, like, oh, how cute. You think you're
Right.
a collector. Yeah, it's rude.
Like there's a reason why these are all here. Mm. So, and then they had some that you could tell were worth so much money,
Mm.
and they say not for sale, but it's just like laughing at you.
Flex. The flex.
Yeah,
You could never.
right?
Yeah, you could
So I'm
never. That's
like, what you mean not for sale? But this one right here is $6.99 and 99 cents. So like, how much is that one that's not for sale?
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
felt broke, but it's fine. So I didn't get all of my stuff,
Yes,
but
Chuck. They did.
yeah,
They came for
I
her, Loki.
I did. But yeah, okay. So what I did get was I finally picked up New Champions,
Yee.
and I'm enjoying this one. I'm really enjoying New Champions. Nightshade is in this one. Um, you have the first appearance of like Deadpool boy in here. And it's really cute because when he shows up, he's like, "Oh, first appearance, slab it."
That's
And I was
perfect.
like,
I love that.
"Period." Action steps. I like that. So I had a blast with this. Oh, did I read all of these? Yay.
Mm.
Then we have Green Lantern Corps. I'm enjoying this one as well. I had a blast with it. Um, Yeah, I'm enjoying Green Lantern. Like I said, it's this year. I'm gonna start reading backlist stuff because I have to. It's great. And then I picked up Secret Six, which
Nice.
made me realize one, I really do need to read Absolute Power. I feel like all the DC comics that I'm reading right now, I'm like, I'm missing a large piece of this puzzle. And now I guess I have to read events and stuff. I have to invest in
I feel
this. Oh
like
my
you need to
goodness.
just get the DC app and quit playing.
Oh my goodness.
Because like you don't know that you want to like drop those coins to own all of that stuff, but you do want the context because there was hella absolute events happening at the same time, seemed like.
There were. Apparently, there's like in total close to 100 issues that are related to it between Absolute, uh Origins, Task Force 7, and then all the individual runs that had to do with her.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like now I gotta go back and read all of this so I can fill in these holes. But this was really good. So
Nice.
you have the Dreamwalker, Dreamer, Nia, I believe.
Mhm.
And they're like the first trans superhero or superwoman. Please let me know if I'm getting that wrong. And then you have
From DC.
Superboy. Yeah.
Okay, the first trans
And
one from
then yeah, and then you have what Superboy. Please tell me. Oh my goodness, am I getting his name right? But basically, him and his boyfriend are in here, and they all hate each other. Like they are all hating each other, and I'm loving that. I love when there's just so much hatred, and they're gonna eventually get to a point where they work very well together. But right now, everyone hates everyone, and this is fun.
We're
Gives
catching a theme
excitement.
today. Catching a theme today, Keisha.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Let it out, girl.
We are. So yeah, that's all I got from my side bitch. Don't ask me for the name. Um
She
I'm
not
not
telling.
rich enough. Right, I'm not rich enough to get everything from there yet. So y'all will just
She
have
needs
to
it to
deal.
stay there. She don't want y'all coming to her variants.
Right. And then and shout out to LT. I
Hey
got
yo.
this in the mailbox, the Pink Riot mailbox. And it's a journey and the abolition democracy. And like they
Oh my
said,
gosh,
it's very
Keisha, we need one of your little things that's like our version of mail time, mail time, mail
yes.
time. Think right, Mel.
Right. We need to do a Pink Riot mail. Yes. Yes. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the mail. It
It
never fails.
never makes me wanna wag my tail. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Right. Like for copyright reasons, we cannot continue. But but yeah, we got Journey and Abolition Democracy. Like this one is right up my alley. I love comics that help teach kids specifically. So like I'm reading this. I'm gonna be reading it with my kid because King has been reading every day. I'm
Hey,
so excited.
period.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna be reading this with King and let's see how it goes. I'm really excited for it.
Oh,
So
I love
thank
that.
you. Thank you, thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you.
And like, hold on. Like the artwork is super cool.
Yeah.
Very futuristic. And this comic book was informed by archival research conducted by the Center for Urban Health Equity Researchers at Morgan State University. Yes. This
Period.
is dope. This is dope. So I'm excited about this, especially like there's this part I know there's this part where it's talking about the American apartheid, and that's one of the reasons why I want to read this with King because we were learning about South Africa and he learned about the apartheid, and I was like, dude, that ain't nothing but Jim Crow. So it ain't. We're gonna talk more about this. Like this would be great.
Yeah. We love to see it.
Yes. So that's all mine. Now, go ahead, pull out that short box.
The shade. Okay. I do not have a whole short box this week, guys. I behaved myself for the most part, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. The thing that I'm most excited about picking up this week is this chunk, the Black Panther
Yes.
Reginald Hudlin Omnibus. She thick.
Yes.
And this is the direct market variant, so the regular one
That
looks a
is
little different, but I had to get the one with Storm on it because you know that's how I do. Y'all got jokes. Y'all are never gonna let me just be great. Is that what it is? Okay, that's fine. Yes, the hardcover of Hudlin's
it
Run
just came
just dropped
out.
this week. It just dropped this week, and this is the direct market variant. And this is how it looks underneath.
That yes. I'd buy this just for that cover alone. That's yes. Wow, that's
Yes.
stunning.
Yes,
See,
the
they did
hardcover
that one
omnibus.
infinitely better than they did the Ta-Nehisi Coates omnibus because mine's just look like textile, which is fine, but like that looks good.
Yeah, the Ta-Nehisi Coates like volume hardcovers all just had the red, black, and green with the cat underneath it. So I was happy to see that this was done differently. But yeah, y'all
Yeah.
know I had to get the direct market cover because it has Storm on it, and period.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to get into that. I've read most of this run because when Chadwick Boseman passed away, Comixology was still a thing, and they had every single Black Panther comic for free on
Yeah.
Comixology. And I
Yeah.
went through and got every single last one of them. So it's still on my Kindle, and I was able to read like casually through what I had. What is it called? I'm trying to
What is
look
it
it
called?
all up with my little Keisha twinning budget.
Right? At least you
Just
trying to save coins.
Black Panther, the Reginald Hudlin Omnibus. So yeah. And this cover is the direct market variant. So if you didn't pre-order this variant, is probably going to be pricey because resellers be doing the most. But the regular variant should be
And
available.
yeah, and to let y'all know if y'all's on a budget like myself, you can always support through the libraries. You will
Yeah.
still helping them. You still helping the artist and the writer by doing so. Because that's what I do, and I can't always afford it immediately. Or,
Yeah.
you may not want it in your library. You never know.
Yeah,
So
it is quite the tome. So I understand if you're like, I'm not trying to have that big book, but I do want to read the run. That
but it's gorgeous though.
it
Like,
definitely is, and y'all know I'm a hardcover whore, so it was a must. But all of the like old head collectors that you talk to will tell you that if you're going to read a Black Panther run, the Hudlin run is the one. So I was like, I feel like my collection needs it.
yeah,
So yeah.
that's dope. All right. I gotta read that run. Because the only one I've read is the E. Ewing one.
Mm.
And part of the Ridley one, and then Ta-Nehisi Coates. So
That's fair. Yeah. I'm trying to like fill those gaps too, because there's a lot, you know? So yeah, in that order. Okay, obviously I got my Green Lantern with our girl Inja.
yes, go Inja.
Inja. And you guys know I'm getting all of the Peach Momoko kimono variants. So I got Phoenix.
Oh, that's cute.
Yes.
That's really cute.
This is Phoenix issue 9. And then I'm also collecting the X-Man Hunt variants that have the lineup and the Peach Momoko variant covers. So we're continuing those.
That's
Very
cute.
dope. X
Yeah.
Factor. And then X-Men number 13 had a Storm
Rachel.
variant.
That's cute. I love
Right.
that.
And
Yeah.
I got the
Oh.
got the Virgin variant of it as well.
LT saying, yeah, he introduces Shuri, and I believe Shuri becomes the Black Panther later in his run.
Correct. And that's in that omnibus. So that's another.
Okay, then yeah, I gotta get that. Rachel.
Hey Rachel.
Hey.
Yeah, they were talking about earlier something, but we were gabbing a bit.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. Rachel, they said, I swear they said it would be based on sales, referring to the Horizon experiment. And we were thinking the same thing, but clearly it's not.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, I got the Virgin variant of the Storm cover for X-Men as well.
That needs to be a poster.
Listen, okay. I was like, ooh, I kind of had to get that. Assassin's Creed Mirage, A Soar of Eagles. I haven't read anything Assassin's Creed. This just looks really cool. So I got it.
What, isn't that like a video game? Please
It
tell.
is.
I'm
It's
not a
actually
gamer.
a
Okay.
game. It is. I was just like, oh wow, that looks
Shy, what's up? How are you?
cool. And another what?
No, I was gonna say, okay, so Shy is over on Instagram, and Shy writes like amazing sci-fi fantasy. But she also has a comic coming out soon. And yeah. And I've been like low key, like slightly lightly stalking. I'm like, so what's going on? What's it looking like?
Like,
But
what's
now
a
they
girl
got it
gotta
on.
do to get a copy?
Oh, apparently we are getting one. So like yes. So I'm very
Period.
excited for this.
Period. I'm excited about that too.
Okay, what's next?
Continuing the Peach Momoko kimono variants, another X-Men 13.
Nice.
Dope.
I am liking the kimono ones. Those,
right? They're also good. And another X-Men 13 because it's a lineup variant.
I still gotta read that Magic issue.
Yeah,
I haven't.
Yeah. I'm doing my first 3 then C with Magic, so things.
Okay, because of you, in my file cabinet, in my comic book file cabinet, I have a little tab that says first 3 then C, and I think it's gonna keep me organized and on budget, because if I keep it in there and I don't like it, then we're gonna
You're out of there.
It's out. You're out.
Love that, because actually that's literally why I started doing it. Like, I want to give you a chance, but I don't know if I want to collect all of that. Okay, and then Venom 4 is another kimono variant. It's the only male. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it, but so dope.
Yeah.
And I got, let's see, Black Lightning issue 5.
Yeah. Have you been reading it?
I have not. That was one I was like, I'm gonna be collecting that regardless.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, I'll catch up on it later. The moon is following us. I'm so excited to find out what happens next in this one, because y'all know your girl with anything to do with dream magic, whatever. I love it.
Okay. Shy says my comic book budget goes out the window when I see fly variant covers. You and Brie both.
Yep. That's what it'd be like. That's exactly what it'd be like.
Not I. I see those prices and I'm like, ooh.
It depends, because I don't do it for everything, but sometimes I'll be like, ooh, I kind of gotta have that. It just, any hooser. Napalm Lullaby number 9.
Yes.
We've been impatiently waiting for this to find out what happens next. So very
Yeah.
excited. Huge detective number 4. This was one of the first
Right.
runs that I decided to continue. So
Oh, okay.
yes. And then
Oh,
we got the hold on, is that all of them? It is. Okay, and then I
that
got
was everything?
no, it's not everything. That's just all of the ones that aren't bagged and boarded.
Okay.
Calm down. And then I'm kind of pissed about this, guys, because I do this where I get all of the Black History Month variants and I get pre-order all of the Women's History Month variants. And this year there's still 2 covers that haven't been revealed yet, so my fingers are crossed, but there's not a single Black woman Women's History Month cover. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how y'all do that?
And I
Like,
just checked my collection. They had it for 2023. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've been on it. Like,
yeah.
since I started
Yeah.
collecting, that's one thing that I've done. And they usually eat down and have like a diverse group of women for Women's History Month.
Yep.
And this year, no, they haven't. So I'm a little bummed. So I'm less excited to share these. But the Aquaman number 3 Women's History Month
You said,
variant.
but I think this when we looked up the artists who drew all of these covers,
It shouldn't
like
matter.
the darkest, I know it should not matter in the slightest, but also when you look at her body of work or what I've seen thus far, it looks like the darkest hue she's ever drawn was Wonder Girl. And so,
Shira said, they said, oop, that's enough of y'all. Literally,
right?
that artist was like, didn't they just have Black History Month?
Yeah.
That's what it's giving. So I'm a little like meh
But
about it.
yeah,
But
like
yeah, that's
I
another
don't
one.
think she's ever like really drawn Black people like at all. So
The fact that there are 2 different Women's History Month covers and they're both Wonder Woman is crazy. So you could have found somebody else, but
they
yeah.
could have. They absolutely could have.
So Star Wars Legacy of Vader issue 2 Women's History Month variant.
They slipped and accidentally forgot. Exactly, right? Accidentally.
Accidentally, whatever.
Chad says, but it's Mahogany March. Yes.
Period.
I love that. I love that.
Hold on. Let me see. Okay.
At least it
So
is in this here, right?
in this here house.
In this ethnic household. Okay.
Right. Okay. And then I got my order from Unknown Comics. Oh, I guess I'll do my trade since those were also from Cave and Cow. I got Baby Blues.
Oh, what is that? What is that about?
So it is about an alien. Okay, in the not so distant future, 20-something Betty lives in a fascist society that menacingly polices mental health. When she is caught crying in public, the peacekeepers take her to an Orwellian health facility to control her emotions. There she meets the defiant Barina, who opens her eyes to an alternative reality, the Resistance. If Betty can navigate a rollicking underworld where all manner of queerness is celebrated, she just might have a chance to strike back against the regime. It goes on, but that was enough for me. And what I love about this is the whole thing is blue.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I have lots of questions about that, but I'm gonna wait
yeah.
until you read it.
Yes, we'll get into that. I also got
Right. It's a
the
gorgeous cover.
domain.
Shy says it's a that's what I'm picking up this weekend. That's the one I'm picking up this weekend. I love the first 2 issues so much. I love that comic so much. And I've been waiting to
Your
get that
excitement
one to
is
finish
making
it.
me excited.
So like the domain was great for me. It was
Yay.
so great for me. And I can't wait to like finish that so I can read the rest of the domain. Like,
Period.
oh man. Oh my
Okay.
goodness. Hold on. There's a lot. Not in this ethnic. Absolute. Like, no, we're gonna like be diverse out here. Ajira says I'm gonna have to stop watching y'all because apparently I'm too easily influenced by people I like.
Yay.
Yes.
Collecting
I love
points
that
by
that's our
clicking.
response. Like, yay.
Yeah,
Like,
as you
no,
should.
right. Like, explore all these books.
Yeah.
Don't go broke getting them, but like,
Yeah. And then report back because we'd love to hear your thoughts.
right.
Okay. I got yes, gotta catch them all. Indeed, Rachel. I got the Santos Sisters Volume 1 hardcover. So this is so cute.
Okay,
Basically,
that's a
these,
hand.
huh?
I was looking at the cover where that hand is, the red hand is positioned
Oh,
with
I
the
see.
glare.
Okay. No, that is her hand. Okay. So there are two Hispanic sisters. They find these like magical items that connect them with a goddess, and they're able to like transform to where they have powers and they're fighting crime. But it's very like Archie-esque. So it's got comedic relief and stuff like that. And I love this edition because when you take the cover off, they're in their like regular state.
Oh, that's cute.
Right?
That's
I'm like,
cute.
more of these
Yeah,
clear.
Ajira and Shy, y'all are like cracking me up. Who's joining my set it up crew?
Oh my gosh, who is getting
Yes,
robbed? What's happening?
to get these comics. How
Oh,
else are we
okay.
gonna support the habit?
That's why we be doing these body rolls for the Patreon, y'all. We're trying not to go to jail, okay? We both got kids. We can't go to jail.
Okay, I know this is like real left, but like me and my kid was talking earlier and it was
Okay.
about something completely different. But I was like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just understand that I'm willing to do X, Y, and Z for you. And Z was like, but I want you here. And I was like, yeah, but if anything were to happen, we have A and B, like these two people who will look out for you. Like, I got a plan. Don't worry.
Don't be scaring the children saying these things. Okay, Keisha, dang. That's crazy. Not Archie. Yeah,
Just
Archie is trifling, but
he
Archie's
is.
not in that book. That's just the style. Okay, and then last but not
Didn't they at
least,
one point?
I
Or
always
did
wanted
I
Betty and
always just
Barney
want
to run
them
off
to
together
leave?
and leave that man. I haven't seen that, but that would be ideal. Yeah, I didn't like how they
Yeah.
always had all of the girlies fighting over Archie's crusty behind.
He
I
wasn't even that
especially didn't like
attractive.
it when they got my girl Valerie from Josie and the Pussycats in on that stupidness too, because it's like she's way too good for Archie. So I don't know why we're even playing like that. But
Yeah.
yeah. So
I like Jughead, even in Riverdale.
wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
I got my set of the other 4 issues of the Ironheart run.
Dope.
Yeah, last week the issue 1 arrived, and now I got 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's cool. And then I got my order from Unknown Comics. So these are like random Storm variants, and then stuff that I got more duplicates of so that I could sweeten the pot of the giveaways that we're doing. So I got Extreme X-Men 1. It's a Storm sketch variant. This was like such a
Oh,
win
that's nice.
because
Yeah.
Unknown Comics did another one of their ridiculous sales where it was like 40% off if you spent over a certain amount. So we rocked with that. And then I got this Virgin Storm DNA variant. So David Nakayama did the Hellfire Gala covers like a couple years back, and they were like magazine style. So the regular trade dress has like the magazine title and all the fake article things on the sides and stuff. So I wanted to get the Virgin.
That's
And
gorgeous.
then
She got
to
the booty all
complete.
out and everything.
Yes, with the little pop.
Wait, did he do the other one, the Cowboy Carter one as well?
Yeah.
Okay, he just likes Storm's butt.
I mean, it's a good butt.
It is.
And then to fill my gap, so now the current run of Storm, my collection is full. There are no holes
Like
whatsoever at all.
none. Like
I
you
have
have
everything.
all Storm. Every time
Everything
Storm.
Storm for this current run that has been released, I have every single variant now. Because I got
Dope.
this, which was a Unknown Comics exclusive Virgin variant for issue 3. And I got 2.
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay.
I'm either blessing you with it or blessing the giveaway with the extra one.
I think you
And then,
should bless the giveaway. Only
okay,
because
I'm not done yet,
I'm not
though.
okay. Okay.
I'm not done
I'll
yet,
be
though.
quiet. I'll be quiet.
So you remember how I had to get the Storm issue 1s that the Unknown Comics New York Comic Con exclusive gold foil variants? Because of the sale, I couldn't resist, so I got
Oh
each of them.
my god.
Yeah. You see how they're all
You really
foiled?
collect, yeah. So you collected all of them. That's
Yeah.
dope.
So I had these ones already, but I got dupes to sweeten the giveaway. These are Unknown Comics New York Comic Con exclusive variants.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? So
They're
we're
so
doing a
cute.
major giveaway.
Yeah.
When I say I have 9 trade paperbacks and collected editions to give away.
But wait, I'm still not
And
done. This is the last of it, but these Black Panther issue 1 Shuri Unknown Comic variants. And we got the white, the black, and the regular trade dress.
So one of those needs to end up in my box.
Okay, you're not listening because you already have 2 of these.
Oh!
So I guess the only one that isn't already in your box is this one. So if you want this one, I can put that in your box and we'll just do these 2.
I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm happy.
I had already got those and I was like, I can't sweeten it with those because those are for Keisha's box. So yeah, got these. Like, can we just...
That's fire. Just letting y'all know, like, we have quite a bit to give away.
Yeah. It's quite a bit. And then Unknown Comics does this thing where they will like sweeten your pot with some random variants. So I got this Venom 3 and
Hillary
Uncanny X-Men. This is what they threw into my order for free. I have to look up what they got going on, but
yeah, can I get that Uncanny X-Men? Malik would love it.
Okay.
From
yeah.
Callie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hillary said, "Oh, so you went to the comic book shop with Hillary?" Because Hillary said, "I already saw Breeze Hall yesterday, though."
Yay! Yes.
Way to flex that y'all on the same coast.
One time for my girl Hillary. Period. We got to have our little girly pop get together. And she got to see how cute and amazing Cave and Cal is. And she bought a manga while she was there. So that was a vibe.
One of these
She's so funny. Y'all, the shade has continued because I literally introduced her to Miles, one of the guys that like works there and is always helping me. And she was like, "Oh, so you're her dealer." I was like, "For real?"
Yes.
I gotta come here every week. You gonna put me on blast like that? And what made it worse is that he was like kikiing with her. He was like, "Yeah, I'm the guy." Like, da, da, da. I'm like, I'm done with y'all. Let's just wrap this up.
This is the joke that everybody will say. Like,
yeah, Yeah. So yeah, that's.
Oh, Shy
Oh, and
says
I have
yes.
one other thing. Hold on. What do you think? Read what it says.
Shy says over on Instagram, Keisha wants one copy to read and one to keep in the plastic. Yeah, I can do that. But I'm cool with what I got in the box. Oh, and Shy says I need manga Rex too. I see. Okay, my manga Rex are very dirty, and I got them from Kai, and I don't ever share those. It's just, it's not fit for public.
Kai's manga Rex are always top tier, but I'd say
They
like
are.
it's a good 50-50 whether they're going to come sealed in plastic or not. And if
Oh,
they come
every
sealed in
single
plastic,
one
it's
I've
'cause
gotten is sealed in plastic.
the kids don't need to see that.
They are all sealed in plastic. Like it's great. But
And this is the last thing.
Melanin and Manga, like their channel, they talk about comics. They talk about manga too.
Facts.
And they're great with Rex there too. And it's not all not suitable for work. Because that's
Hey,
specifically
Angel.
what I read manga for. Yeah.
Hey, boo.
Angel.
We was just talking about you.
Yeah, we need to send you
We
our
got our Angel
covers.
variant. Period. And the last thing that I got was Tiger. It's by 7 Seas. But this chick she steals her brother's clothes and impersonates him so she could go off and be a pirate.
I like that.
Yes, I was like,
I like that.
how cute is that?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's by 7 Seas, but I don't know. Well, it's manga-esque, but not.
Oh, it's in black and white. Yeah. That's cool.
So that's everything that I got this week, guys. See, it wasn't as bad.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Period.
It's all jokes and love. I want those in a DM, Keisha. I'd have to like draw the shade curtains, turn the lights off. It's a whole thing.
You got access to the direct source. With Kai's Rex as well too.
Yeah.
If you just know, if you open those floodgates in the B2Weird Discord, Kai will come through with a like fully populated list.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't help y'all with manga Rex because I've only read a handful of them. I have enjoyed them, but I only have a handful under my belt at the moment.
Yeah. I like them. I'm not, like I said, it's just not, there's some things that you read, but you never speak about.
That's fair. That is 100% fair.
That's manga. And
wait,
then
before we get out of here, did any of you guys watch Carol and Tuesday? I talked about this, and I expected y'all to at least catch an episode and report back.
No, I watched Adventure Time. I watched like 3 episodes of Adventure Time. What the fuck did you have me watch?
I told you it was peak. It's so good though, right?
Oh my goodness. It's okay. It's like it's a trip. It's a hard trip.
Yes.
I really sat there like, what am I watching?
Yes.
What am I watching? They are high. Everybody on the show is high. So like it was the very first 3 episodes. So it was like the Ice King was trying to get a wife and he stole all the princesses. Then the episode where LSP turned the dog into a lump person.
Yes.
And so they all started talking to like,
Jake the dog. Goodness. Yes.
Yeah.
Were we not on point with our like imitations of LSP?
Yes.
Oh my god.
But what I was envisioning is not what I saw. And I was like, what am I watching? Yeah, now it's on whenever I clean up the house. Yeah, I'm going to. I said now it's on whenever I clean the house. So like Yes.
And
Oh my
it's so
goodness.
cute.
Oh my
Yay, this makes
goodness.
me happy. Okay, your excuse for not watching Carol and Tuesday because you did watch some Adventure Time.
Yes.
But I need the rest of y'all to get on your Carol and Tuesday and report back about the Gravity Bounce song. That's what I was talking about.
Oh my goodness. You got to put that in the stories and so everybody can remember to do their
Okay.
homework.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Say less.
Like Pink Riot homework. Watch
Pink
this.
Riot homework. Pink Riot Rex.
Like, come prepared to talk about it for the next show.
Yes. Yes. You have been assigned. No, I'm kidding.
Sha
There's
says,
obviously
I'm as afraid. Yes. Yeah, right? This
why?
is it's a LOL after that.
Period.
Yeah. We should
Yes.
have that stories like, hey, watch this. Talk about it next show. Cause yeah.
We're talking about this next week on the show. Here's a little sneak peek so you get the vibes. Yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Because next week we got to talk about bronze faces.
Yeah.
Oh, we actually got through a good portion of this list. So yeah, I think it's just look at that.
Faces, and
Bronze
I'll give a
faces.
recap of what's happening in X-Man Hunt, all of the issues.
Yes. Yes.
Period. And we'll probably talk about some of our first threes and C's because it's been a minute since we caught y'all up. But yes, thank you guys for coming through and kicking it with us. We love to see it. We love to see your comments and see you interact and have a good time. Make sure that you hit us up and follow us on all US platforms at Pink Riot Comic Show. Like, share, follow, subscribe, tell a friend to follow your favorite comic creator's favorite comic creator, period. Make sure that you go ahead and check out our Patreon because these comics ain't gonna pay for themselves, and we trying to go to cons, y'all. So come through and tell us what you want to see in the tiers. And make sure that if you're just tuning in or if you're catching us late, come back and catch the replay. Make sure you like, share, follow, subscribe, all of that type of stuff because it really matters. Those things really matter, guys.
Yes, we are trying to grow on YouTube. We have about 81 people in our community. Yay. We jumped majorly on Instagram. It's like 200 and change. Yay. That was what?
And I need you guys to know that every time we get a new subscriber, we do this little dance. So like, we care. It matters.
Yes.
Guys. It seems like a little to you guys, but we really be kicking our feet and screaming every time. So we appreciate it. But yes, we will see y'all same place, same time. YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch next week, Thursday, 5 p.m. PT, 8 p.m. ET. We love you. We mean it. And see you later. Bye.
Later. I definitely found more. All right. How many variants are there?
11.
Damn. Go ahead. No.